Yo, what up, what up, what up? This is another short live with your boy Jay Militant. Just had to come up here and say something. Um, yeah, seen some disturbing shit earlier today on IG. I want to talk about it a little bit. What if I go inside? You know, I mean, there's no smoke break. Yo, plug, what's up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, so I was on IG earlier, and as y'all know, I don't really be on IG too much. So I hopped up on there today, and I'm scrolling through, and I come across a story. And plug, I think you probably have heard this story because this is right in Florida. This happened in Florida. Um, and excuse me if I forgot the sister's name, but I want to say her last name is Owens. And so, for those that don't know, um, the sister was she's a mother of four, and her kids were playing in this area. It was a common area for kids to play in. And this 58-year-old white woman comes out and tells them that they can't play here because this isn't their land, and started throwing off a whole bunch of racial slurs. And so the woman gets her kids and they leave. Then they realize that they had forgotten one of the kids' iPads. So they go back to go get it. And the woman took the iPad, and then when one of the kids went up to go get it, she throws the iPad at the kid, cracking the iPad, right? So then, as any parent, mother or father would do, she goes and knocks on the woman's door to go have you know what I'm saying, to go holler at her, like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got my kids at the area, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You said what you said. All right. We just trying to come back to get what we had left here, our property. But you take it to a whole nother level by throwing items at my child. So yeah, as a parent, I'm finna go confront this person, right? So when she goes up to the door and she's knocking on the door, I don't know if I'm pretty sure she was knocking pretty hard. And then next thing you know, the woman starts shooting through the door and kills the woman right there at her doorstep. Right? Oh, you didn't see it? Okay. I forgot what the name what the name of the town was. Um, so it took this. Apparently this happened a couple of days ago, because it took, I guess, a couple of days or a day ago. Well, I guess it would probably be a couple of days. Well, within a 48-hour period, they didn't do anything with this woman. Now, I did see, as I went in and looked further into it, that they did arrest the woman. She is charged. And the funny thing is, they tried to throw out there real quickly the whole stand your ground law, right? But how is it stand your ground when the woman is knocking at your door? And not only that, come to find out that the woman got the doorbell camera, so she's seen it's the woman. So you shoot through your, I don't, hey, last time I checked, they ain't standing any type of ground. Now, some might say to knock at the door, probably, threaten the woman, whatever, but you shoot through the door, though? Not only that, But you already showed your racism when you start throwing racial slurs at that black family. Now, this is my thing. This is my thing. And I know a lot of people out there say, well, no, I don't see no color and this, that. Look, the reality is, whether you like it or not, you have to see color. You know why you have to see color? Because those others will not allow you to see anything else. If you're black and you have a best friend that's white and y'all been friends for 20 years with no problems, then all of a sudden one day y'all out kicking it, and then you get some idiot to come over there and start calling the white person, oh, well, you in lover, and start throwing all kinds of racial slurs at the black person. Now, y'all two might not see color, but that person, that third person, is going to make sure that you see color. So we have to get out of this don't see color thing. Now, as your own personal preference, yeah, you don't see color. That's cool. But that's not the reality. And you don't want to get caught in a situation where you try to harp on that part of it, and then something else happens where it totally goes against anything that you may stand for. Hey, baby.
Okay. You live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to talk. It's private.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just talking about that a situation that happened out there in Florida, and then giving my commentary on it and elaborating about how, you got people out there who say, well, we don't see color. Well, in reality, you have to see color because those people will not allow you any other way.
Right.
So
I agree. Hey y'all, hey.
Hey, that's my better half right there, y'all. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the channel I was showing you. Well, that's his other channel. He has two
channels. Why you don't be putting your camera on?
Let
your audience see
because
your face.
No, I mean they know what I look like. I mean, I could go on the app and go live on the app, show my face, but for some reason, I mean, they'll probably see my face, but I couldn't see my face. A green screen will just pop up.
That's crazy.
I don't know why it does that. So when I use the StreamYard, I just go camera off, but now I can go camera on if I go and use the app.
Yeah.
So. So yeah, so you got to be mindful about not seeing color, because we live in a world of racism. Has there been some progression? Yeah, there's been some progression, but nowhere near the point to where you can go outside, well, depending on where you live at, but you still have to worry about what neighborhood you're going into, what store you're going into. Even though it don't say whites only and colors only, don't mean that mentality still isn't going on. I got subscribers of all nationalities. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all and lie to y'all and say that I don't see color. Because as a black man, I see color. And there's no way around that. Now, as a person, how you come at me, well, hey, if you come at me respectfully, I'm gonna treat you in the same manner. You know what I'm saying? With respect. If you come at me with some bullshit, well then shit, I have no problems with going upside your head one time. You know, and as many of y'all know, you know, I've told some of my stories, you know what I'm saying, of dealing with racist people, you know, dealing with racism, dealing with white supremacy, you know. You got goofballs out here like Rick Scott, who's telling you, oh, I'm a black man and I came from the hood and I made it all the way up to being senator in Washington, D.C. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I tell Rick Scott, if it was that fucking easy, we all be fucking millionaires right now. You know, because each time that I hear stories like that, or I come across and I read stories like this, it just goes right back to the point is you have to be mindful about the realities of the world that we live in. You as a person, you know, more than likely probably ain't got that in you. But that doesn't mean the next person right next to you don't feel the same way or does feel the same way. They could be thinking something completely different. You know, I mean, this woman, the 4 kids are without their mom tonight and for the rest of their lives. All because this woman seen color. Not the person, but color. And apparently this woman's been having, she's a known tyrant in that neighborhood. Well, how come the community don't get together and run that bitch up out of there? I mean, she's probably gonna be up out of there after this situation, but I'm saying, you know, because your actions have to show the same thing that your words are showing. You know, you can't say I'm not a racist and then turn around and be eating watermelon and chicken and talking about I like black people. What? Like black people are the only ones that eat watermelon and fried chicken. I know a whole lot of white folks that be eating watermelon and fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? I know a whole lot of Mexicans, a whole lot of Latinos at a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You can't just tie that to it. But the fact still remains. There's a color barrier. It's not something that we created. And for those that get mad at those that bring it up and stand on that and put that on the forefront, because all they're doing is reminding everybody, like, although you may not be that, that doesn't take away from the other. The other. You know? Because I know a lot of times we like to ignore the fact of color. And we try to do our best to not think about that. But when you got people out here that will go out their way to make sure that you're reminded you're black and I'm not. Has to be a light bulb go. But a lot of us don't want to do that. But we can't hide it in the closet. We can't put it away. We can't hang it up on a hanger. Because as a black man, every day I walk out my door, I know how the rest of the world sees me. I'm not going into it like, okay, well, just because this guy is smiling in my face and shaking my hand, like, nah. Because a snake will cozy up to you before it strikes. Mm. Yeah, hold on. What's going on? Let's see. 90% of humans have percentage too. I got you. What can you do besides wear it? Right. Yeah, exactly. Because look, I don't I hope, I know it's not gonna happen, but I can still hope, right? That one day I can just walk outside and they see me, the person, and not the color I am. You know, there's things that I still have to worry about that nobody else has to worry about. I mean, look, you got migrants coming over here and they get treated better than I do. And when I say I'm talking about my people. Still get treated better than I. And they're coming from a whole different country. So not only do we get sided by our own fellow supposed Americans, but we're being passed on by some people who can't even speak the goddamn language. And that's not a slight on them. I'm just keeping it 100. So there has to be an understanding. If you allow yourself to be around people from a community that I come from, you have to understand where that passion is coming from. You have to understand the pain, the anger, the frustration. Because just because you see a bunch of rappers and a bunch of singers and a bunch of actors and a bunch of athletes making all this crazy money, what about the other thousand, the other tens of thousands, millions? Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, like this like if you're gonna come like and my whole stance has always been this. If I have to go, if I go into somebody else's country, I gotta go by this, that, this, that, and this, that. They come over here and just you get handed all kinds of shit and just feel like they could just do whatever the hell they want and it's whatever. Nah. Meanwhile, you got hardworking people out here busting their ass every day trying to get that home. Meanwhile, they get come over here and they got a fresh new home all ready for them. Like it don't add up. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. Yeah, you know, um, because I grew up, I grew up in a predominantly white town that later, as years went on, became a lot more diverse. But the foundation of that town didn't change because the police were still racist ass bitches, and you still had a whole lot of racist ass motherfuckers that all they wanted to do was see color. Hell, the first time I ever got arrested, even though it's not stated down in the paperwork, but the first time I got arrested, it was over color. Why was it over color? Because it was me, another individual that was not black, and there was a blonde hair, blue eyed white girl. Guess who got in trouble? You know. But hey, y'all, sorry to end this abruptly, but we're going to continue this conversation later on. Um, I got something to take care of, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later. And I haven't done this in a while, so let me hit y'all with this. Stand on your ground and keep it militant. All right, y'all. Peace.